Hey, what is up, everybody? We are back once again, this time with a trophy guide slash collectibles guide for Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion. This game has a lot of information, so it's very easy to miss anything. Okay, this covers missable trophies, DMW images, fan clubs, flower wagons, mail, the shops, okay, all in one spot. So if I help you achieve that platinum, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I go live every night, so make sure you stop by, say that my guide helped you. I'd really appreciate it. All right, let's get started here. So with the prologue, there's no missable trophies or no collectibles there. Let's start off with chapter 1. So Mel will come once you do something specifically in the game, or you get to a certain area of the game, it'll automatically just pop on the right hand side of your screen. Here, right after the cutscene or checking your pod, you'll get this mail here.
Just now, I sent mail to your handset. You can also get messages from Director Lazard and news.
After you embark on your first mission, when you get to a save point, you automatically get this next mail from Lazard. So here we'll cover a missable trophy. What we have to do is clear 16 forts. They only show us 11 that are story related, so we'll need 5 that are hidden. And it's either a tower or a wall, which I'll show you in a little bit, and I'll even highlight them in the map where exactly they are. You are going to have to backtrack a little bit in order to get the one from the tower. But for the most part, it's pretty easy because at the very end, all you got to do is count 16 of them. And if you have them, and I'll show you in a bit, then you'll receive a trophy after a certain cutscene at the very end of the chapter. These are the 5 hidden locations for the forts, total of 16 in total. You'll have to backtrack for the first 2 after you'll get a cutscene in a little bit. I'll show you those cutscenes too. So this is the wall cutscene that will automatically happen. So after this cutscene, you'll be able to go to the wall and you'll be able to click X on it. So that way another cutscene happens and then you defeat that fort. Same thing with the tower, you'll get a cutscene. And then after that cutscene, you'll be able to push X on it. And then you'll have to backtrack to get the other tower you recently passed. I'll show you the map the way it looks. As you can tell, there are 3 exclamation marks. Remember, you already defeated the wall fort and the tower fort, and that's why there's no exclamation marks there. And at the very end of this section, if you count a total of 16 of them, all you got to do is defeat your last fort, and then the trophy will not pop. Now it will pop later on. As you go forth, you see the save point, you'll receive some new mail. And then after this point, you don't have to worry about any more trophies or collectibles. You can complete the chapter. And here you go. Here's where the trophy will pop if you know you did it correctly. Pretty fairly easy trophy. Okay, and then you'll know you're in with the chapters because you'll get a certain picture just like this. Congratulations, you're done with chapter 1. Let's move on to chapter 2 now. So after you complete chapter 1, you'll go into this cutscene, and after this cutscene, you're going to receive a DMW image. You want to have these images because they're helpful in game. They're the ones that appear on the roll on the top left. The more you have, the more opportunity you get that they'll spawn. Alright, so after this, you're going to go to your save point. You're going to push the triangle button for the missions, and you're going to rematch with Ifrit. And once you complete that, you'll get another DMW image too. So don't accept your next mission yet. You're going to want to leave the briefing room here, and once you leave there, you're going to enter a cutscene. After that cutscene, they're going to take you to Sector 8, which is the fountain. You're going to travel to this location here, and you're going to want to speak to these people first. You're going to want to talk to the person kind of in the middle right now, the one that's dressed in business attire, the one all black with a white shirt. You're going to want to talk to that person first, and then after you talk to that person, you're going to talk to the one in the skirt, which is on the very left. I'll show you what to click here.
What sets Genesis's fan club apart is that we're better funded than other fan clubs. We have a very... As a perk of new membership,
Would you like to join Keepers of Honor, a fan club dedicated? Welcome! You are now an
So after you're done talking to those two people, you're going to want to travel to the opposite direction. Loveless Avenue is where you are headed. Here we're going to talk to another fan to receive more fan club. She's at the very end. If you go straight ahead, you'll see her in an alley. Kind of showing you where exactly I'm at right now. But you just keep going straight, that person right there, and you'll go ahead and talk to her, and you'll receive more fan club. Mel.
Welcome. You are.
So after that, you're going to want to go back to where you came from, and there's going to be a Shinra captain you're going to want to talk to. The purpose of it is to receive these missions, and you're going to need to complete all those missions, plus to receive a wagon part that is missable. So before we leave Loveless Avenue, you're going to want to explore this area, and you automatically receive mail. I got my mail here as I was traveling to this area here. And now what you're going to do is go back to the save point, so that way we work on some missions we need to complete. So once you complete one of the missions, it'll prompt you for another mission, and you got to complete all 6 of these. If you have trouble at the very end, what I did was just spam magic, since I'm really low level, and I'll show you an example of that in a little bit. But see, these are all the six missions you got to go ahead and complete. And this is our last boss. I went ahead and just kept spamming magic towards him. I think Blizzard probably works out the best for him. And just avoid the fight. Helps me level up too, so missions are not useless. There's going to be a lot of missions to do though. Alright, and then what we need to go do is talk to the Shinra captain once again, so that way he give us one of those wagon pieces that we need for Missable trophy.
It's been made.
So after that, we go ahead and leave Sector 8, go back to the building, and this is what you'll see. Shinra, you're going to go up the stairs, and we're not going to do our mission just yet. There's another Missable trophy that we got to go ahead and collect before we start completing our second mission. Click on Soldier Floor. You're going to get prompted this cutscene once you head there, telling me I got to go to the briefing room. And I'll head over to the briefing room in a little bit. Okay, we got to go to some materia science lab, which would be right there on the map.
Naturally formed materia are extremely...
After we talk to him, they're going to give us another mission. And yes, we're going to do the exact same thing we just did a little while ago. Okay, we're going to go back to the save point, which is right there. And we have to complete all these missions that are ahead of us, which are a total of 6 of them. I'll show you how to get there here. Mako Stones. And here we go. Here are the 6 of them. So if you have any trouble with the last mission, I just kept spamming fire on them and curing myself, and that made it easy for me. So once you're done there, you're going to want to go back to that same guy that gave you the missions, and you're going to go ahead and give him the rewards one by one, and at the very end of that process, you'll go ahead and get the trophy. Plus, you don't have to see the Mako Stone get made either. You could just click this, and you'll get the trophy at the very end. So congratulations there on that Missable trophy. So now we're able to leave to go to our second mission, to go back to the briefing room and put you're all set. And as we travel down this path, we're gonna go get a mail like that. It automatically just pop. So you're gonna be playing the game for a while. You're gonna wait to see this cutscene. This is after you meet Angio's mom. You're gonna be outside her home around this area. You're gonna need to acknowledge these little fire things on the floor, and you'll see like a little cutscene that comes out once you acknowledge them. I did it earlier, and that's why you don't see it. So these are the locations of these 5 things. There are 2 right there you just saw, and then this is the 3rd one. You'll have to travel a little bit to the factory. This is the 4th one, and then as you travel up that hill, that's the cutscene I'm referring to, that when you acknowledge it, you'll be able to see it. As you travel up the mountain, after you receive this treasure, you'll get some mail. That'd be another thing, and then you continue down this pathway, and then you'll be able to see the 5th fire thing that's on the floor for that Missable trophy, which is right here. So you'll come back to it in a little bit. Okay, so what you're going to be doing is you're going to be playing the game for a while. You're going to have the whole factory scene, and then you'll be leaving the factory, and then you'll be able to get this other Missable trophy. You're going to have to slash these missiles, and you're going to have to do them all correctly. There's 10 of them in total that you're going to have to slice with the X button. So you got to figure out your timing. It's pretty easy once you figure out the timing of it. Just be aware that the last one comes in a different angle, which kind of confuses you a little bit. So if you do mess up, you could easily just get out of your game, close out your game, and then come back to it, and you'll pretty much start at that location right there because it's one auto save. So that's what I did, because I did mess up a few times. It took me about 3 or 4 tries in order to do it. And remember, you got to slice all 10 correctly. So if you do it correctly, you'll automatically get the trophy right after this little cutscene here. Slicing Soldier is that missable trophy that you'll get. So right after this, there'll be a timer that will start. This is where you got to get those little fire things from the floor. So this was the pathway I went ahead and took. I got this one first because this was the one that was closer to it. So you're going to travel up the mountain in order to get the second one. Before you go over to Angio's home, you want to come up here first. You'll have plenty of time to do it. You'll notice I mess up a few times. Remember, if you do mess up, you can just close out your game and then come back to it, and you automatically start right after the trophy you got earlier. That is the 3rd one there, right outside Angio's home. There's this one here, that's the 4th one, and then across will be your 5th one that you got to pick up. And then when you make it to Angio's home in time, like that, you'll go ahead and get the trophy in a little bit right there. There you go, guys. Congratulations. Okay, that is the end of our chapter 2 run. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, if I helped you out, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in chapter 3.